Today, I'm going to show you guys how to break down one of these aquariums, basically just take it apart and then allowing you to use the glass panels for whatever other projects you may want. So this is just a sacrifice tank. I got this little 10-gallon aquarium for free, so it didn't cost me anything. And then you can use the pieces of glass to cut to whatever size you need to put into other, bigger projects or small projects, whatever, but you can use the glass pieces as full separation barriers that you can silicone in. And then you can create little watering holes or like paludariums that are fully separated rather than having some sort of a drainage or like, elevation layer, something like that. You can just have separated pieces using some aquarium glass. So with this one, I've already attempted a previous project that I was just curious about doing. You can see this tank is a little bit shorter than your standard 10-gallon because I wanted to just try to cut all the way around at one height to see if I could just separate them. It worked, but like I do have some fractured edges and some of the chunks some of the pieces are a little chunky, didn't break as clean as I would have hoped. That's because I didn't do a good job of taking all the silicone off. And so that little bit of silicone that was still holding is too much of an adhesive pressure that when you're trying to break the glass pieces, it ended up snapping the glass in a few spots. So definitely want to make sure to remove all your silicone. That's going to be the first step here, is this internal silicone on each edge inside, and just getting all of that removed. I have a little scraper like this. I also have a longer handled scraper. Whatever kind of razor scraper you have works best. Definitely recommend a fresh, sharp blade. Dull blades just make any job hard and that much worse. I have just your standard box knife to try to, possibly this can help toward the end once I get the panels more opened up, just to separate them easily, or to cut through the trim piece. So I can't show you taking off the top trim because I've already done it, but I'll show you the bottom. And with this, just work your way all the way around. Try not to get impatient. This can be quite a tedious task, but you really want to make sure you get all that silicone as separated and as apart as you possibly can, because any of that silicone still holding onto the glass is going to just be more opportunity for the glass to break. That might not look like it's done a lot, but the more of the silicone you can get separated from the glass as thoroughly as possible, the easier it's going to be to take off your trim pieces and to just separate the panels. I use a knife to score all these edges inside. You can see this blade goes just about that full length up if it's underneath that plastic. If you have like a taper putty knife or whatever, something like that, they're super thin and they're flexible, but they're very strong. Those can work also to cut through the silicone. They might even be better than this. You could even just use a razor itself, like without being inside of a holder. But then I would just, you could use this and stick that in, but then you have to be really careful not to cut yourself. And as you see, I've got a nice pair of leather gloves here. I like to be extra careful, but you want to score all the edges. Same with the bottom, this inside edge of the trim piece. You're going to have to score in all the way around the tank really well. And you're just trying to cut as much of that silicone as you can, breaking that adhesive bond from the plastic to the glass. And if you cut the trim itself, then honestly that can make it easier, because then you can peel off the pieces of the trim and slowly pop it up and expose the glass. Now if you're trying to save the trim, then you don't want to cut through it. That's kind of a different story. Anytime I've taken apart a tank, and I'm just trying to use the glass, I don't ever save the trim. I throw it away. So for me, that's never been a goal. But as you see, once you get your blade up inside, just run it through all the way down. The corners are going to feel a little weird. Bring it back down. And I would do this several times. Be careful not to cut yourself. Be careful not to be pressing too hard any which way. This is really thin glass. It's easy to break. This is also a hard tool because I have a really thick knife, fat knife. The thinner they are, the better, because this is never going to be perfectly flat and flush up there. It's always going to be kind of at an angle. So I'm trying to stick it up into that trim, and it's going to be like that, which if you can obviously get up there like this, it's better than like this. And I'm exaggerating, but it's because the knife will never be perfectly flat against the glass because it's a fat handled knife. Again, be very careful with your hands and where you're placing your hands. And if you don't hold it over here, this may seem very obvious or common sense to some of you, but maybe not to everybody. You really always want to be watching where your second hand is. And if I'm cutting this way, this hand's not hanging over here, because if this knife slips out of there and then you just stab your hand, something like that, that's very easy to do. So like if I'm cutting this way, I'm going to make sure to kind of hold over here, and then there's plenty of room if this slips out, and vice versa. You want to be careful where you're at and make sure your pressure, if it releases, where's that pressure going to go? And again, be patient with this. Don't try to rush it. This is not a process that you want to be rushing. Take your time and do several passes. Like if you need to, just keep going over it back and forth. Don't try to just do one pass around everything, which probably is not going to be sufficient enough, and then try to yank it all apart. That's exactly how you're gonna end up breaking your glass. Plastic start to separate in certain areas better than others. Like right here, where you see me peeling it up here, that's a very loose spot. If you get those spots, you can use those to your advantage and kind of just keep pulling it along. This side's not as loose as this was, but I'm just working it along and feeling it, not forcing too much, because you can again snap the glass really easy. But this whole side now is basically free from the glass. You can see how much it's moving. The corners are always going to be the hardest spot to get off. That's always going to have the most silicone, and then it's going to be the toughest point to get this trim off, and that's where you'll end up with breaks. So that's what you want to be careful about. I know some people who do this and they'll cut through the corners, whether you just try to cut through with a razor, which you totally can, and just be careful and just slice through it a few times. Or some people use one of the little rotary tools with a little cutoff wheel, and it'll actually cut through the corner to the glass, like down through the glass, and separate these corners to help with that issue. But again, if you want to save it, trying to take it off as a whole chunk, you can just keep working each piece and see what's lifted, what's not. That piece still feels really stuck on. I'll move over, see if this piece has any loose spots. Feels pretty tight. So I'm going to cut it some more. There we go. And you see how that edge lifts off now. Now this side's quite separated, almost completely. Just really holding on in the corners still. I'm going to come back to this side, free it up a little more. Oh, so that worked good. Me pulling that up, it snapped the corner of the trim right on the corner perfectly. You can see that it snapped it, just pulling this edge up, happened to snap that perfectly. That works okay, that works fine, that's great. That'll help me. Obviously, if you want to save the trim, that's gonna suck, but you also want to be careful though, because I've had this happen where I've done this and on kind of cranking these a little too much, it's snapped a corner of the tank. So that's why that made me kind of jump, because I'm like, oh no, just broke it. So since I have one whole edge open, it's going to kind of make it easier to work into this edge, and you can kind of try to just follow this around. Like now that edge is free, that edge is free because I've cut them enough. This still feels quite tight on this one. So I'm going to cut before I just try to rip it across, because if it's still held on too much with silicone, then I risk breaking it. So now I've got this edge more broken free. I can feel it. Okay. Gonna actually move this around. Kind of gonna see how it feels on this corner here. Want to be careful not to do too much. Oh, that doesn't sound good. Separating that silicone. Okay. So there's a separated frame. This is your bottom frame, obviously. So almost full. It actually just has one corner that kind of broke close to perfect in that corner, which if you wanted to reuse this, you could easily reuse this frame, because you wouldn't even notice this damage once you silicone that on the inside, because the break is so clean. So that's a definitely reusable frame if you wanted it. The next step is to clean all of this silicone off the glass. That's where these razors come in handy. So keep working all that silicone off inside and outside of every edge, basically down to just what's left within the seams. And then once you get there, kind of just keep working into the seams until you can get one edge loose enough to where it finally moves and you get some give. And I took the razor out of the holder just so it's as flat as it possibly can be, and start from the top edge because that's what's already open. And then got my razor into an edge, and then I work it all the way down. So as you can see here, I got it in between the panes of glass, and you just work it down. Now I don't want to go all the way down, because then that's going to be a pressure point where it's attached to other panes. And if I force this down, I'll probably pop a corner. So that whole edge now though is basically free. And then once you get one edge free, you got to be careful not to tweak things around too much, because you can break them. But now you can slightly force the tank in different angles to where you can open up an edge of silicone on an adjacent edge and get the blade in there and cut. So now that this edge is free, I can lift this pane slightly, which will give me a little bit of a gap over on this edge, on the inside edge. So this bottom edge of this open one, I'm pushing slightly out, and then I'm cutting inside because it's going to just slightly open up that corner inside on the bottom. Okay, now I can see this side separating. Start it toward the top, try to get the blade in. There's enough of a gap. Don't force too much, but you can press a little. Okay, now it's through. And then I'm just going to slowly bring the blade down. Now I'm cutting through completely separating those two panes of glass. Getting close to the bottom. Don't want to go too far and force it because you'll end up popping the glass. Now I've got two free panes of glass. So now you can see this whole edge is separated, this edge is separated. So that's lifting. So that means that if I pull this piece out, I'm opening up this bottom inside edge here, and then you can cut in there and just keep scoring in that open edge until you're through that, and then you have that piece off. Slight pressure opening it, you're not forcing it, you're just giving it enough to open it until you cut it enough, and eventually you'll feel it. It'll loosen. Not loose enough to separate, keep cutting it. And then you get a pane of glass off. Now we have one separated. Now in theory, this should be easier for the rest of them because now you have movement between these panels, but no guarantees with that. This tank seems to be quite difficult. All right, I was slightly helping that one by lifting. And doing that, this pane's basically free, but I've kept the razor in there by pushing these apart, and now I've kept it around the edge, so now I'm still in between these two as well. Now I'm going to work it this way. Okay, and pull that out. Oh, so now you got to be careful. Don't want to force any too quickly. So this pane is basically free except for the bottom. So I'm going to push it out slightly and cut the inside edge that's going to be relieved of some pressure. Okay, and we got another piece free. This piece, I'm going to cut the inside where it's got room. All right, there's that one. Okay, so once you get that first edge, it's really quite quick from there. And you're just tracing the open edges as much as you can, finding an open edge, usually starting from the top. All exterior visible silicone, inside and out, get off as much as you possibly can, and then score all your edges. And then get into an open edge and slowly work it down. And then just keep going. And then you can pull those opposite panels and open the sides so you can keep scoring it. And now these, you just got to do the final cleanup on them.